Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's so good to sit down and speak to you all again. It's been a while since I've done a proper talking at you video, so I'm back by popular demand. In today's video, I'm going to be chatting all about my experience with the Hydrafacial. I got this facial just over a week ago. It's something that I wanted to do for literally years. It just seemed like an amazing facial to get. So I basically thought, you know what? It's time to treat yourself, Lulu. So I did it and I'm really glad I did. But most importantly, I wanted to film a video from start to finish, before and after, including my experience of having the facial. I felt like I could have really done with asking someone, what was it really like? Was it worth the money? What were the results like afterwards? Is it a facial that you can get as a one-off? I'll be doing two videos. One will be my experience right before I had it done to right after. And then this video is going to be more of a Q&A style, honest review now that it's been over a week since I've had it done. And my skin is, I mean, I've had a few breakouts, including this. Thank God you can't really see this on the camera, but it's literally been the biggest spot I've had on my face for years, and I don't know whether that's post-facial purging or whether I've just been eating loads of sugar, which I have. But anyway, I also had a hormonal breakout around my mouth. At 26 years of age, I'm used to it. My skin likes to keep me on my toes. So let's start with some really basic questions. Number one, how much did it cost me? So the Hydrafacial that I got at a beautiful spa salon in Bath was £99. Ooh, I know. It's a lot of money, hence why it took me about 5 years to pluck up the courage just to treat myself and finally get one. My understanding is, don't think they're lower than 100. I think around London I've seen prices for about 150 if you go to the actual Hydrafacial spa. That's the price. It's not cheap. It's definitely not something that I'll be able to afford every month. At the spa I went to, I had two options to go for the Express Hydrafacial, which was £99, or the full shebang, which included LED treatment and lymphatic drainage massage, which would have been so nice. But that was about 140 odd. How long did the facial last? So mine lasted about, I'd say I was on the bed for about 25 minutes. Very quick, especially for the amount that I paid. My therapist did all of the steps that were necessary. It did the job. Is this a facial that you can get right before a night out or a wedding or a big event? So I was initially told that people like to have a Hydrafacial right before a nice event or like going out because their skin's very glowy, very dewy. Once I had the facial done, my therapist did tell me just to try and keep anything off it for the next 24 hours. Make sure you wear a lot of SPF as well, because your skin has undergone a lot of exfoliation with the treatment, including glycolic acid and salicylic acid and vitamin C. I didn't wear any makeup for 24 hours just to make sure that I could keep my skin breathable and clear. There's quite a lot of friction and touching and movement going on with the Hydrafacial because of the apparatus that's literally like sucking your skin. It didn't make my breakout worse, but yeah, I would say try and give yourself like a day or two just to wear no makeup, don't touch your skin, don't put any fake tan on, don't go in the sun. Really important, do not go in the sun. Personally, I wouldn't get this done right before like a party or something where I want to show my skin off. Would I get this facial again? I would get it again if I was in a position to really treat myself and financially not worry about like £100 coming out of my account, you know, on a whim. I'm not going to rush to get another one, put it that way. I thought that my clogged pores, blackheads, all of that would be gone after one session, which is definitely not the case. So I struggle a lot with dark pores, clogged pores, whatever I want to call them, around my nose specifically. And I was so excited to see them just all completely like sucked out and clean and clear and smooth right after the treatment. That's not the case with a Hydrafacial. From my understanding, I'm not professional, it's very much deep exfoliation basically. It's pretty cool. At the end of the treatment you get to have a look at the tube of water which has extracted all of your impurities like from the facial, and that's really satisfying because it's murky water. It's not clean, obviously. I thought it would be a bit dirtier just from stuff I've seen on the Hydrafacial Instagram. Maybe they're marketing it in that way to kind of give more of a dramatic effect. But yeah, you'll see all of that in my experience video. I would get it done again in the future, but it's not a facial that's now on the top of my list. I think personally with my skin type, which is combination with a few kind of clogged areas, I could do with having a different style of facial that will actually extract more from the pores. So really exciting. I did a Q&A on my Instagram for people to ask any kind of question they might have towards the Hydrafacial for me to answer honestly. Let's go through them. The first question I'm going to start off with is a very suitable one. WTF is a Hydrafacial? Good question. What is a Hydrafacial? So, the Hydrafacial is the only hydrodermabrasion procedure that uses technology to cleanse, extract, and hydrate. It's a branded experience. Spas have to be registered and licensed to market themselves as offering Hydrafacials. So they cleanse your skin. The Hydrafacial then uncovers a new layer of skin with gentle exfoliation and relaxing resurfacing. The Active Force Serum removes dead skin cells to reveal healthy skin, and the Glycol, which is a mixture of glycolic and salicylic acid, delivers the benefits of a peel without post-peel scaling. The second step is to extract, so they remove debris from pores with painless suction, and then it's really interesting because not only is it sucking from your skin, it also releases intense moisturizers that are meant to really quench the skin. Finally, the third step is to hydrate. It saturates the skin surface with antioxidants and peptides to maximize your glow. Was any part painful? No. It was not painful. It's a really funny sensation of having the tool like suck your skin. That wasn't painful at all. I'd say there was a slight bit of discomfort when the Glycol treatment was being put on my skin. It stung a little bit. It was not uncomfortable at all. Did my skin purge after it? Having reflected, I'm gonna say slightly. As I was saying earlier, I got a massive zit in between my eyebrows. This area was like angry for a while, but I also had hormonal skin. From my understanding, I don't think it's a treatment that makes your skin purge, so you can't see people for like the next 2-3 weeks. It's a really suitable facial to have if you are on the go because it doesn't leave your skin peeling, there's no redness. What skin type are they best for? I think all skin types. I'm gonna say all skin types, don't quote me on that, but my therapist didn't say, oh, your skin's too dry or oily to have it done, so yeah. Did I have a glow afterwards? Yes. Okay, so this is probably the best part of the facial. My skin was glowing. I had a few comments actually from my friends, my family saying, oh, your skin is glowing. So yeah, it does make your skin glow a lot. Do you need to have a few to see results? This is a really good question actually. I asked the therapist how many I would need to kind of see the results that I was looking for, i.e. less clogged pores, etc, etc, and she recommended having a series of them, so it's not a one-off treatment really. I mean, you can treat it as that if you just want a really nice exfoliation peel. Is it worth it / does it actually make a difference? It's worth it if you want a deep cleanse, you want that glow, deep exfoliation to remove like the layer of skin. If you have similar skin to mine which needs a good bit of extraction, a bit of exfoliating, or more of like a purifying facial, there are other facials that you can get which are half the price. It's just where you're not using that fancy Hydrafacial machinery. So has it made a difference? I have to answer really honestly, I haven't seen that much of a difference now that I'm almost 2 weeks post facial. Like the first day or two, my skin definitely looked brighter, and yeah, as I said, my friends and family commented on it saying that it did look bright and glowy, but now like as I look at it in the mirror, I don't really see anything that special. Maybe I'm just being really harsh on my skin, as I always am. Maybe it has made a difference with all those amazing ingredients that they use during the facial. I'm sure it has done my skin some good. What was interesting actually was I've always thought my skin was just oily. I've never suffered from dryness, but my therapist told me that my skin was actually pretty dehydrated. So you know, I am really glad that I went and had a facial done just for a professional to really look at my skin and for her to analyze it and touch it and, you know, feel it. I definitely don't drink enough water, but I have since invested in a hyaluronic acid. I just bought this. This is the hyaluronic acid that I bought today. It's the Inculus. I've used this serum before. It's in a cute little bottle. It cost me $7.99 from Boots. I actually paid for this with my Advantage points as well, which is always a win. Okay, next question. Did I see the results I was expecting / did it live up to its expectations? The physical facial of itself lived up to my expectations. The machinery, it felt really relaxing. The different ingredients and treatments they were putting on my skin, that just felt so nice. Truthfully, I didn't see the results that I was expecting. As I mentioned, I thought my pores were going to be like totally clear and clean. I wasn't going to see any blackheads or like any blocked comedones. I'm not gonna lie, that was really disappointing. I did, however, have a lovely glow, which I ironically wasn't expecting. Someone said to me that when they had their Hydrafacial, their skin looked amazing right after, but 2 days later her skin went right back to what it was before, which is actually really interesting. Having reflected, I think that was the case for me. My skin looked great post-facial for about a day or two. Fast forward a week and a half since I've had it done, my skin just feels and looks the exact same. Okay, algo más. Where did you get it done? I'm currently living back at home in Bath at the moment. A friend of mine told me about this lovely salon spa that offer Hydrafacials, which is really cool. I was really excited to hear that there was an independent salon that I could visit, and you know, I'd rather kind of put my money to them rather than a chain. The spa's called Enhanced Medi Spa. It is stunning in there. Everything was really, really clean. The staff were lovely. As soon as I walked in, I was like, ah. My therapist was really cool about me coming in and filming the process, and I asked her lots of really good questions and she was more than happy to answer them. So yeah, had a really, really positive and pleasant experience. So would definitely recommend if anyone is living in Bath or around the area. When I was living in London, I was very tempted to go into one of those huge bright Hydrafacial stores. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions at all related to the Hydrafacial or my skin, please leave them down in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back very soon. Ciao for now.